Hi everyone, welcome to day 2. I want to check in about yesterday, the first day, see if you need any modifications on the menu or if you have any questions on the meal prep, or if you're just kind of confused about how the program is going to work. Please feel free to email me. This is what I'm here for. I'm here to support you. So I know we can go into a new way of looking at health and wellness with fear and anxiety and tension. And I know you're all very centered on your health and well-being, and it's this enthusiasm and this dedication that I want to tap into every day as we go on this journey together. So I see so many times that people force themselves into creating change to fit into those smaller size jeans that sit in the back of the closet. And this type of approach really never works. So we're working towards lasting change built on your passion for yourself and your well-being. I want to reframe how we enter into the experience for lasting change that's not built on fear, but built on knowledge and power. So that being said, I want to talk about those nasty sugar cravings. It's really not about willpower, but getting to the root cause of those sugar cravings. In order to do that, I have to talk about hormones, which are our messengers for our endocrine system. And hormones are our prime communicators throughout our body. So good communication means good health. So I want to talk specifically about insulin because our standard American diet has led to a large population diagnosed with insulin resistance. And insulin is our fat storage hormone. So many years ago, the food manufacturing companies took out fat because fat was considered bad. But fat provided flavor to our food products. So what do they replace it with? They replace it with sugar. Sugar in the form of sugar or high fructose corn syrup or other highly processed forms of sugar. So how did we get to this place of insulin resistance, and how does it happen? We have to talk about biology 101. So when we ingest carbohydrates, they're metabolized into glucose or blood sugar. Glucose can be used by the brain without insulin, but the rest of the body needs insulin to get their glucose. Insulin is secreted by the pancreas, and it is the chemical that escorts sugar into our cells. So it's basically like the train with the passengers. Glucose is the passengers, and glucose gets out every time wherever it's needed. And the three main places it's needed, aside from the brain, is liver, your liver, your muscles, and your fat cells. So your liver, your muscles, and your fat cells. So small amounts of insulin are used to store glucose as glycogen in the liver. And the liver can store up about 500 calories of glucose. Your muscles need lots of insulin to store glucose, and it can store up to about 2,000 calories before they fill up. And the only way to make room for more glucose is to get moving, to burn it off. So when we eat too many starchy foods and simple carbohydrates, compounded with not enough exercise and excessive stress, our bodies over time can become resistant to insulin. What happens is the pancreas begins to pump out more and more and more insulin because it's trying to maintain the blood glucose levels. But your cells eventually say, no, stop, we don't want any more. And they develop this intolerance to the chemical. And then you need more and more to do the same job. So the muscles essentially become resistant to the signal from insulin to accept glucose. The glucose doesn't enter the cells but remains in the bloodstream, resulting in high blood sugar levels. The glucose that is not used by the brain, muscles, and liver is then stored where? It's stored in our fat cells as triglycerides. So when glucose is not used for fuel, it is then used for fat. That's why insulin is referred to as the fat storage hormone. So then what happens is your body tells you to eat more and more sugar because basically your cells are starved. They're not getting the glucose it needs, the nutrients it needs. And this starts you on the path of sugar cravings that seem out of control. But there's a reason behind it. So with the Gut Love program, we're going to learn about how to become sugar detectives, and I provide you with the tools on how to read labels and how to find those sneaky sugars that are under the guise of different names. So good luck today. Please keep me posted. Email me with any questions. I know you guys can do this. This is your journey on your path to health and wellness, and you are going to do great.